Hello Year 4. Today we're going to have a look at comparing area. So, first thing we need to do is recap the comparing symbols. So, this one, this one, this one. I'm sure you remember looking at these. So when we use these to compare two numbers. So if my two numbers are, say, 3 and 5, then when we use these symbols to say which one is greater than or less than the other, the way we do it is the bigger side goes the side of the greater number, the smaller side, the side of the smaller number. And if they're both the same, we use the symbol with the same sized gaps, the equals. So with this one, that one's the greater number, so that side needs the greater side, this one the smaller side. And that's how we use them. So, there are also a couple of words we need to recap the meanings of today. And these are ascending, A-S-C-E-N-D-I-N-G. I'm going to write it not joined up so we can really see the spelling. And descending. And while I'm just writing this, see if you can remember what these words mean. Okay? So ascending, descending. Ascending is going up. So if you're going up the stairs or you're in a plane that is going up, that is ascending, going up. Descending, D for down. So if you're on the top of a flight of stairs coming down, you are descending the stairs. If you're on a plane that's coming down, the plane is descending. You might hear it say, we're coming in for descent now. And that means it's about to start descending. So that's what they mean. So with ascending, you can see down here you'd have your lower number first and your greatest number last. Okay? With descending, you'd start with your greatest number and finish with your lowest number. Okay? So it's worth just recapping those words as well. Just remember D for down and it will help you remember which way round they go. So, we're comparing area today. So to start off with, we're going to look at this rectilinear shape and this rectilinear shape. So when we're comparing area, the first thing we need to do is find out what the area of each one is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 squares, remembering to add on my units. And I've done a dot for each one I've covered so that I know that I've counted it. Then I'm going to do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squares. So, this one has a greater area than this one because 14 is a bigger number than 5. It is made up of more squares. So I would use this symbol so that the bigger side is the side of the greater area, smaller side, the lower area. So, that's those shapes. And comparing those, we're now going to have a look at some more. So, we're now going to have a look at, we're going to keep that one. We're going to have a look at that one, this one, and this one. So, let's have a go. So, first of all, we count how many we have in each one, what the area of each shape is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squares. This one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squares. And this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squares. So they're all the same. So out of these symbols, remember, greater number, the bigger side, smaller number, smaller side. These are all the same. So we use the equal symbol. They are the same as each other. The gap on both sides of the equals is the same. So this means that they are all the same as each other. And one last little point today is if, say, to this shape here, I added this much. Okay, I'm going to add that there. Now, that's not a whole square. I'm going to pretend I've drawn that really neatly in those lines. That's not a whole square, that's half a square. So the area of that shape is now 5½ squares. If I added another half, say over here, well, 2 halves make a whole. If I draw a square here, then split it in half, I've split it into 2 parts. So 1/2, 1/2, 1 out of 2 pieces. And if I've got 2 halves, 1 and another one, I've got 2 out of 2 pieces, 2 halves, a whole. Okay, so a half, add another half, is 1. So this would give me 6 squares because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 halves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 squares. Okay, and it's worth being able to add up the half squares as well if you're up for a challenge on this. So, hope this was helpful and you learned a lot about comparing area. Have a go at the questions and email me if you've got any questions. Okay, bye.